We need to make the change from fossil fuels already today. We cannot wait until other solutions exist. So that's why we need renewable fuels today. If you look into light vehicles, you can electrify those. But if you talk about large trucks, ships, planes, you need fuels that contain sufficient energy to keep going for a long period of time, which in batteries or in hydrogen is difficult to accomplish. Plus, we don't have that infrastructure and technology yet. We do have combustion engines running on diesel and on gasoline or kerosene, and changing that to a renewable fuel, that's easier because then you just have to replace the fuel. You don't have to change the infrastructure, you don't have to change the engines.
There's over 300 million tonnes of LPG that's used globally for energy purposes each year. This is a massive market to go at and is in desperate need of having renewable solutions to ensure that these hard-to-abate sectors are able to decarbonise.
Industry is looking for a change. They need to change, and we are looking to partner up with industry to make that happen.
So as TNO, we're developing pathways to renewable fuels. Renewable fuels are fuels that are made from renewable carbon sources. So unlike fuels made from fossil, they are made from carbon-containing materials like biomass or carbon coming from the air like CO2.
So if you take carbon from the air and hydrogen from the water and you make an e-fuel and then the plane or the ship burns it, then that CO2 and that hydrogen gets back to the air and the water. So you have a short cycle. You do not add additional carbon CO2 to the atmosphere because you have taken it from the atmosphere first.
There's a lot of residues coming from industry, there's a lot of residues coming from forest industry, there's a lot of residues coming from agricultural industry, which are proper feedstocks to make biofuel, and you can do that in a sustainable way. And that's what we are working on. And for this we need industry to be involved in order to successfully deploy these technologies. Because TNO in the end is not the company or the organization that will build these plants and will run these plants. That's what the industry is needed for.
So Dymeter is a joint venture with the sole purpose of advancing the production of renewable and recycled carbon DME, but also advancing the use of it. So this is working with the entire LPG industry to bring renewable solutions to the forefront.
Dymeter is a very good partner for us. So we develop technology, and Dymeter, they would look at the legislation, how efficient we are working. They are developing together with us. And at a certain moment, our technology may be the basis of one of their future facilities.
We've gained a huge amount from our collaboration with TNO. The ability for TNO to bring together public and private stakeholders, to bring together this cross-section of society when it comes to these projects is a huge asset that TNO bring. And I've never seen anything quite like it. So for me, I think that's one of the best things that TNO has been able to deliver us is by bringing all those stakeholders together, not to mention their technical expertise, their ability in research and innovation, and to really push the boundaries when it comes to these different types of projects that we're working on.
We need, of course, a lot of partners. You can think of airlines, chemical industry, companies that want to build the equipment, companies that make the catalyst. We need partners with our developments.
So in 2030, we have big ambitions on renewable fuels. And personally, I would be, ecstatic if at least one plant in the Netherlands using our technology is running to produce methane or methanol or fischer-tropsch. That would be fantastic. I think we are very close to realizing this, but for this we need the industry involvement.